Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Today, it's Week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Las Vegas Raiders.
Fall is in the air and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with a rookie drafted in the 3rd round. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play, 2nd down. But you look at this Bronco defense. They're slightly better than average against the run, number 14 in the NFL.
They're not an elite unit. They're not, as what you'd say, the top part of the league against the run. They're a solid group, though. They do a good job. What they're looking for in this one, though, is an elite performance.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
They'll run for the first time with Ashton Jeanty.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
The Raiders at 2-1 now to start the campaign. They were looking good until last week's loss took them from the ranks of the unbeaten.
Yeah, I don't think anyone was expecting this team to push the 72 Dolphins, but still, you got to take a lot of positives from this first month. If they can bounce back and move to 3-1, they'll be pretty well set up for the remainder of the season to follow.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted.
And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them, and an absolute shock for the quarterback, because he went into it, he saw the numbers we saw, he watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be, but early in this one, advantage defense.
Now the Central Florida product is R.J. Harvey.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the first play of the drive, lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Now it's Nix. That's caught. It's Marvin Mims.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
And it brings up 3rd down.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
To throw is Nix. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Harvey is into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown.
Sometimes offense, if you get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen, ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And running with power here. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Now Lawrence. His throw incomplete. You look at this Bronco defense. Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap because throughout this season, they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone to no gain, oh yeah, they'll take that one all game long.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
Hey, tomato. 13, loop.
Lawrence. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Jahdae Barron.
And partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. To throw, here's Nix. A short throw to Ingram. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
3rd and 4. Nix to the air. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. Here's Nix. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? play action. Here's Nix. He'll buy some time right. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Nix once more. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 12-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. He's going to try and take off with it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard. At the
Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Zone read to give to Harvey. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Throwing Nix. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Marvin Mims, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
On red. Hey, please.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. That's to Bowers once again. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Here we go.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. They'll get the tight end Bowers involved there. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Bowles. And he stopped immediately there. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Broncos 13.
Now Lawrence. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Here we go.
On third down, here's Genty. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. A rough go there on third down, a loss of 4. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Hey, let's go. Hey, son.
They're going on fourth down. Lawrence. Well, that's the third interception for Lawrence. Picked off by Jahdae Barron. And the Broncos are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, I appreciate the aggressiveness trying to go for it there on fourth down, but you're in the red zone, had 3 points in your back pocket. Instead, Charles, they throw it away.
Certainly a big call to go for it on fourth down. As you said, in the red zone. Definitely going to cost them 3 points, and we'll see how that affects the game as time goes on.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Nix. Wide open receiver, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Here's Nix. Flush to his right. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning. A huge play there for Denver. 41 yards. Nix looking to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Marvin Mims, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Broncos are able to extend their lead. And oh, it's no good. For the second time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They go play action now. Lawrence. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Brings up third down and 7.
Go, let's go. Hey, I'm going. Son,
now Lawrence to throw. That's caught. It's Dante Thornton. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good for a Las Vegas.
Lawrence will throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Second down and 6 now.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Got a man and he hits him in stride. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And they'll be faced with a third and inches.
Take right open. 13 loop.
Here's Lawrence. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A big play there. 43 yards. And the Raiders are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Throwing to start the drive. Nix. He'll air this one out from Mims. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Nix. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Operating from the gun. Nix. Escaping. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Bo Nix as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos will extend their lead here just before halftime.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
Raiders 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Let's go.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Hey, Soko, high. Go, let's go. Rig alert. Hey, I'm gun. Sink right.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. He's going to try and go deep again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They gave it a shot with a deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence.
sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Brandon Jones picking it off. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing Charles DeBoer to start the second half with the onside kick. Risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They'll go play action with Nix. They'll roll him out right. And that's going to be incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. To throw is Nix. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
It's now 4th down.
They're going. It's Nix. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
And the Broncos first down.
Off the play fake, Nix. Completes it again to Dobbs. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. They got 29 yards that time. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
They're a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Nix to the air. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Touchdown, Broncos! Marvin Mims taking it in as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2.
The Broncos will line up for the 2-point conversion.
And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. answer a sack on the two-point try.
33, Raiders 7.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. The returner, Trey Tucker, going to bring this one out. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had it. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for Vegas. 45 yards.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So a first and 10 now in Denver territory at the 30-yard line.
30 left. Hey, Jake, 11, add that.
Now Lawrence. Short throw caught by Bowers. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. A run out of the gun with Genty. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And the Raiders first down. First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
They'll go again with Genty. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Ashton Genty with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Carlson on for the PAT. And that'll make this a 19-point game.
Makes the score Broncos 33, Raiders 14.
On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
He's got this complete to Burden. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. And that one incomplete. They tried to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. Now a 2nd and 10. Nix to throw again. He'll air this one out for Mims. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Marvin Mims, 46 yards. And the Broncos look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will bump the lead up to 26. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
11.
We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was open.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Brock Bowers, 65 yards. And the Raiders get a bit closer. Well, it seemed like they were so focused elsewhere they forgot about the tight end spot, and he's the one that burns him there to make this a 3-score game here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
I think there might be a little bit of defensive fatigue from those guys on that side of the ball, partner, because they've been spending their time trying to stop them from all angles. This time the tight end gets them.
And, of course, on the two-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up without another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
He's had a very nice day throwing the football, and I think on this play, he's just trying to buy some time so he can make another big throw downfield. Unfortunately, couldn't connect on that one.
To throw, here's Nix. And that another one thrown incomplete.
I see a surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. The Broncos send out their punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able. And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 32 on the play.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
A give out of the gun to Genty. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here we go.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Brock Bowers with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Raiders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Carlson now to add the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now.
Makes the score Broncos 40, Raiders 29.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. What was once a really comfortable lead is not so comfortable anymore. Down to a 2-score game after they've seen a pair of touchdowns go against them on those last 2 drives.
Yeah, they've got to find a way to get off of autopilot right now, okay? Get back to what was working for them earlier. Understand that they still have a 2-score lead, so it's not dire, but at the same time, okay, guys, let's match the gas. Let's get going again. Let's have some fun.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun is Nix. Flushed out right. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. Mims in motion left. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. Marvin Mims, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play, partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's often like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead, and he just hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the ball.
And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2.
Broncos 46, Raiders 29.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
Lawrence. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jahdae Barron. And he's He's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
On play action, here's Nix. Pass caught by Burden. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big play there on the catch and run. 33 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Credit that sack to Travis Jones.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Here's Nix. Rolling to his right. And throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with him.
They'll try and throw. Here's Nix. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. A tough time to take the sack. Now it's 4th and goal, and that's a loss of 6. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Looking left side, he's got it complete. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Turn, this one's hot. Sink right. Here we go.
Now Lawrence. That's complete. Genty out of the backfield. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
That's good for Las Vegas. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Sink right open. Son, this one's hot.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He's going to let it fly. And now here's another interception. Picked off by John A. Barron. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Well, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
The 4-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He hits Dobbs on the crosser. And they work this out past the 25. 22 yards there, a first down. Throwing Nix. And the Raiders have got him. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Back to throw. Nix. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Nix from the shotgun.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Nix. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to do. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver.
Luther Burden.
23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Broncos go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
And can you believe it? He misses another one, his third so far. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
So that last kickoff, just a mere formality, obviously, Charles, wrapping up a game that they should be very happy about, in which they got the win.
Yeah, I thought they were clearly the better team by the end, and they earned this one with a terrific game plan and consistent effort throughout. Only fitting that they had the ball when the clock hit 0.
So for the Broncos, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll have another road date next week with the Kansas City Chiefs.
Meanwhile, for Las Vegas,
they also will exit this one at 2-2. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
piece. Lord, how I gave my parents fits. Tried so hard to raise me right, but I was born to run the night. Daddy took me hunting when I was a kid. Wouldn't believe what the hell I did. He said, boy, hold this. Told my cousin, you better run. Last time he poked fun at me, got my with a tree. Why, son of a gun, pay for all I done. Swear they'll get upset, 'cause I ain't done just yet. Went for a drive, blue lights lit up my brown eyes. I just tried to play cool. Cop said, boy, you're just a fool. Cut that stuff in the trunk. Next time I won't get sold. Why, son of a gun,